Hello P6, let's have a think about today's maths, and given that it's St Patrick's Day, we're going to do a St Patrick's Day themed coordinates challenge for today. To begin with though, we're going to begin with our warm-up activity, which is similar to one we did last week. And what we have is a statement that says the answer is 25. What was the question? I wonder if you could come up with any questions where you have the answer 25. I've given you some examples on the page. So you might have a question like, what is half of 50? Remember, to find half of something, we divide it by 2. Or maybe you've got a missing number within the calculation. So 17 add what makes 42? That's going to be 25. Or 6 times 6, we've got a bracket. 6 times 6 is 36. Take away 11. That's going to be 25. Or I've got a word problem where the answer is 25. To warm up today, why don't you see if you can come up with 10 different questions which also have the answer 25. Try not to make them all the same. So try to have some that are adding, some subtraction, multiplying, dividing, brackets, square numbers, factors. Have a think. What questions can you come up with which have the answer 25? Challenge yourself to get some really interesting questions. So that's your warm-up for today. Our main activity for today is all to do with coordinates. Now, to help you remember what to do in coordinates, I'd like you to begin by playing a game. If you click on the link, you're going to go and play the Alien Attack Coordinates game. Select the first quadrant, so you're looking just at the main L shape, and you're going to have to try and blast the aliens out of the sky. So follow the coordinates there and see if you can have a go at that game. To do a little bit more coordinates practice, head back over to Education City. And in Education City, there are two activities for you to have a look at. Beak Performance and Sketch Show, both that remind you all about coordinates. But for our main written activity today, we're going to have a bit of fun. And since it's St Patrick's Day, our coordinates challenge is all to do with a shamrock, which is often used as the symbol of Ireland. So what we're going to do today is we're going to plot the coordinates that will eventually create a shamrock, and then you'll be able to colour it in and decorate it as much as you can. Now, some things that we need to remember. When we are doing coordinates, we know that a coordinate is made up of two numbers. The first number tells us how far across to go. The second number tells us how far up to go. So we go across and then we go up. And when we're plotting our coordinates, what we need to make sure we do is follow the instructions and put a little dot or a little X on the corner of the square, and that's what we will have to join together. Now, your coordinates challenge for today is going to look like this. So you will have your coordinates sheet that you can download, and then you will have a set of instructions. Now, your set of instructions is divided up into 6 main parts, and at the end of each part it says stop. You'll see beside the coordinates that there's a little box, a little cell. And what I would suggest you do is every time you plot one of these coordinates, you put an X or a tick or a dot or something in it to show that you've already done that one. So as we know, what we have to do with coordinates is we have to join them in the order in which we've been given them. So the first coordinate we have is 24, 4. So you're going to need a ruler, don't forget to have a ruler, and some sort of pen or pencil, something that you're going to see on the page. So 24, 4 is my first coordinate. So remember, I have to go across and then I go up. So I go across to 24 and then I go up 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put a little tiny X there. That's my first point. And I'm going to put a dot there because I know I've already done that one. The next coordinate is 23, 3. So find 23, go up 3, 1, 2, 3. There's my next point. And what I need to do is use my ruler to join those two together. I've done that one, so I'm going to put a dot there. The next one is 23, 1. So across to 23, up 1, put a dot or an X, go and join them. And remember, we join them in the order in which we were given them. After 23, 1, it's 24, 0. So 24, 0 just means right down at the bottom. So there's 24, 0. Join it. Don't forget to put the mark. 26.0 is going to be there. And what we have to do then is keep building this up. So 28.1. And what I'm making in this part is I'm making part of the foot that's going to, our shamrock is dancing on. Now I know that true shamrocks don't actually have feet and eyes and everything else, but this is a cartoon one. So we keep going. So that one was 29.3, 27.5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 2 more to do in this one, 27.14. Now I might need to use that line. There's the line where 14 is. And where's 27.14? 27.14 is going to be there. So I'm going straight up into the part of his leg. And then the next one is 25.12. So 25 and up to 12 is going to be there. Now, that's me started, and if you have a look at that, then what you can see is I've started to do this leg. Okay, so that's what I've been drawing. Now I finished that first bit, so I've done all of those. It tells me to stop, and then I have to begin again at 27.18, 28.18, 29.19, and I stop again. So the picture is built up in stages, but it will eventually, P6, look just like this, okay? Now, of course, your one won't be coloured in to start with, so what you'll have to do then is go and add in some, get your Sharpies or your colouring pencils or twistables, whatever you've got. Go and decorate your shamrock, maybe with different shades of green, add in his fancy sunglasses. You can jazz them up as much as you can. And then P6, what we would love you to do is take a photograph of your work and email it to your teacher. We would love to see how you got on. And perhaps if you're joining us for our Zoom this afternoon at 3 o'clock, it would be amazing if you held up your picture of your shamrock to us so we could all see what your shamrock eventually looked like. You've got a reasoning question to have a go at then once you've done that. Your reasoning question today is all to do with rounding. Thinking Tom has said the smallest number that rounds to 600 is 601. Is he correct? Can you prove, if you don't think he's correct, that he is wrong? I'll give you a clue. He is wrong, but can you find out what the correct answer would be, and can you prove it? So your reasoning activity today, we're thinking about our Convince Me card. So P6, have a really lovely morning, enjoyable St. Patrick's Day, and I really look forward to seeing lots of you at 3 o'clock today for our Zoom. Bye.